Ma'am?
Good evening. I'm Isabella Sanchez. I'm a fourth grade math and literacy teacher at H.D. Cook Elementary, a school in Ward 1. I'm also here as EmpowerEd's Ward 1 Fellow. In this role, I focused on an issue that's really important to me as a former Latinx student and a current Latinx teacher, but also an issue that I feel hasn't gotten as much attention in the policy world, and that's the recruitment and the retention of our Latinx teachers. The Latinx teacher to student representation gap in DC is sizable. I'm going to repeat some statistics here, but we serve a 19% Latinx student population, but our teaching staff is only 7% Latinx. And this is just a 12% representation gap overall, but when we look at wards 1 and ward 4, it's a much bigger gap. In Ward 1, the gap is 30%, sorry, it's 30% in Ward 4, and it's 43% in Ward 1. Like I said, I work at H.D. Cook Elementary, and we can really just appreciate how big these gaps are and how much averages can actually mask. We teach 426 fantastic elementary school students. 52% are Latinx, 42% are English language learners, nearly all of whom are native Spanish speakers. But just 4 teachers, that's about 6% of all of our teachers, are Latinx. And that's the highest that number has been since I became a teacher at H.D. Cook 4 years ago. That's not to say that the staff at the school is doing a poor job at teaching our students. On the contrary, they represent a really fantastic group of teachers who are committed to making sure that we are serving all of our students in an equitable way. But this gap should matter to us because it matters to our students as they walk into the building every single day. As countless studies have shown, students of color perform better academically and they feel more cared for when they are taught by an adult who reflects their race and ethnicity. These benefits, there are countless benefits, but they also extend to improved academic perceptions and attitudes towards students of color and improved college-going rates. Nothing reminds me more of why this is a cause worth advocating for than when a Latinx student or parent confides in me something that is really personal to them, and it forces me to advocate on their behalf. This might be giving them information about their rights are when they're faced with ICE, or just asking me where they can access mental health services in the district. Many of the times I was just one of the few people who they felt comfortable talking to. But I'm constantly wondering how many stories our Latinx students and their families would be empowered to tell if there were more Latinx teachers to tell them too. We should care about uplifting everyone's voice in an equitable way. And from my experience as a Latinx student and a current teacher, I believe that it's really important that we really uplift our Latinx educators. A few things that we can do are investigate what the barriers are for teacher candidates to become certified in DC and remove those barriers, increase the size of current Grow Your Own programs, support the funding of visas for Spanish-speaking teachers, a cost that is often prohibitive to schools, and support the growth of bilingual and dual language programs, especially in strategic locations that will benefit our most disadvantaged Latinx populations. Thank you.